finally doing some exciting stuff on this channel again. It has been a while, I know, right guys? Anyways, so y'all can probably hear it in the background, but guess who's back? Oh, wait, hold on, bro. We got our gear to calm down a little bit. There we go. Yes, it still has this horrible exhaust leak, but we're getting rid of it today, actually. But all the money is being straight invested into this bad boy right here. So a lot of changes. We're gonna head down the street. Well, we're gonna go drop that off at the new owner. Then we're gonna immediately take this on a road trip to go get more parts for it. And then tomorrow I am dropping off at the shop for all the goodies that car's basically paying for over there, and then take it on another road trip immediately following, so we can figure out if the money was worth it or not on this truck as soon as it's back from the shop. But for right now, let's go drop this off and then get on the road for the first part, or well, the first set of parts for this thing. All right, it's sad to see the Galaxy go, but we've got some money for the Galaxy, and I asked the guys over at TSI, hey guys, what can y'all do to this truck for what I'm selling the Galaxy for? Well, I'll go ahead and tell you, I decided to make it even more Papal type for at least a short period of time. Boom, yep, we had to add this. But I bought it used, so I got a heck of a deal on it, and then we're gonna see if we can be bigger than this big boy right here. That's what we're going for. Anyways, let's jump in the shop and see if the parts are here, because we're dropping her off and I get to drive. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Hey, oh, there it is. My brother's 500 horsepower Camaro for the next couple days, because he's gonna be in Georgia getting ready to get married, and then as soon as the truck's done being built, I get to drive it all the way to Georgia, so I'll be able to give a real good review on this build, since I'll be spending 11 hours in it immediately following it being done. My wife won't let me do chrome.
I like those.
I like
too,
those.
really, but these are
These?
good.
Yeah.
Yeah, those look pretty cool.
For the money.
And boom! Yeah. Now that we're finally back home with the whole new setup, I don't know what pops out the most, but we went ahead and threw a camper top on here. It looked really good. I was really pulling off the whole grandpa theme because I bought it the day before all this stuff went on. Really had it all papalled out. Still gotta get all the way back in there, if you can see how dirty that is. So that'll be a little bit of a pain, but we drove to pick it up, put it on the truck, and I'm too lazy to take it off. And it's a lot of effort. And I definitely need to get rid of those little bad boys. Don't think I need those. Anyways, so drop star wheels. I would have never went for a 24-inch wheel, but Tyler at TSI, he's like, oh man, dude, they look good. I was gonna put them on my 6.4. I'm like, man, that's just way too much wheel. I grew up old school, smaller wheel, bigger tire. Yeah, nope. He talked me into it, gave me a ridiculous deal, wrapped in 37s, amp tires, I believe. I don't know, never heard of them until he sold them to me. Supposedly they last as long as Toyos, and so far they ride really smooth. And here's where you all can bust my chops, right here. Rough country, baby. Yeah, nothing but the best here on this channel. Anyway, so the reason why I went with rough country on this setup was, I want a TSO lift. None of y'all probably ever heard of the TSO lifts because they're just now developing them. So a local guy here is the guy that you buy the TSO tips off of for your exhaust and everything. So his comes out in, I believe, 2 to 3 months from now, and I want his lift kit on this truck. So for right now, I definitely went with a cheaper lift, which I have no issues with it so far, which I've only been driving it for a couple days. But drop bracket, coils, and I did upgrade to the mono shock, so to make sure it did ride a little bit smoother, since rough country is just known for, well, being rough. So I did have my my driver modification here a few seconds ago, but he went inside. There'll be plenty of pictures of it on Instagram though. Just finish a walk around, then there we go. And boom, there's the rest of the stock setup with the 35. So if anybody wants them, feel free to let me know on the good old Instagram. But as you can see with the boosted fam way over there, we're gonna have to redo stickers, but I believe we already have that all set up. I do believe. Well, how about we don't break it right off the bat. There's your little bit of stance. 14 wides, by the way. which completely ruins. I'm basically just giving a quick overview because we're gonna have some issues that we're gonna run into with this later, but let's see here. So we went from race truck to a big jacked up truck. So overall, I think the build is looking pretty killer. We got the lift, wheels, tires, papaw top back there. With the built 6.4 power stroke, I think we're doing pretty solid. Mishimoto, everything. What do y'all think about the build so far? And here is some of the issues. As you can tell, that's pretty close. If you looked on Instagram, somehow I got like 150 likes on the picture of the tire hitting it. So yes, you can see right there that we're having a little issue. But what we're gonna try to do, because I did hit a bump and it kind of pulled it down a little bit. So try to drill a screw up through here or a bolt and then bolt it up and try to loosen these little guys where you see a little bit of crinkle there, and see if I can just stash it up there a little bit better, because I can get that little bit of clearance. See, that makes quite a bit of difference if I can get a bolt up through there so I can keep it stock and not have to cut, which I'm not scared to cut. Won't be the first one. Cut into my $70,000 Platinum a while back, so, but that one, that one's still pretty solid up there. I don't think I'm gonna be able to move that one a whole lot. Well, yeah, so we do have a little bit of rub due to the 14 wides. Never ran 14 wide, so I'm already expecting to have to redo the whole front end soon. Luckily, right before I bought it, the whole front end was rebuilt, so it should be all right. So that engine build, all powder coated to match your King Ranch colors and everything. What do y'all think about this build? I think it looks awesome. Me personally, I've always wanted an excursion, and well, this looks almost like an excursion. Man, I love it. I love it. But anyways, the next video will be on the Jeep and an update on our 72 Power Stroke. Had a lot of issues with it, but we are going to get back to that. And I believe on that video, if it's needed, we're going to start chopping up these corners here. Really trying to figure out something other than just taking, you know, I'd use a Dremel to make sure everything goes nice and smooth, but really don't feel like cutting it up, especially being that I will have a little bit nicer lift on there a little bit later to where I think it might actually give it the proper lift that it needs. But this is just add a leaf and block for the rear. But surprisingly, it actually rides better than what it did with the setup back here, the leveling kit. But it's probably the stock setup with 180,000 miles on it. Anyways, next video, Jeep. We're gonna go over the review of the Jeep, and then Windrock next weekend. Remember that, everybody. Windrock next weekend. This bad boy's probably gonna get really jacked up, and we are gonna tow it there just in case I do break something, trying to hang with the big boys and acting like I know what I'm doing. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Tell me what you think about the setup. If you did, please give it a big thumbs up. Stopping by for the first time, please subscribe. Y'all have a great day.